I'm LJ.
What's cracking, y'all? It's Stevie Nicks.
And we're Knicks fans.
And welcome to Knicks Anonymous.
Myself, and I think we see Willis coming out.
Fast break to Walt Frazier. Frazier then slows it down. Is picked up by Jerry West at the top of the post. Three.
We know differently, and here's David Stern with the announcement.
Pick, select Patrick Ewing.
Bernard looking for 50, and he's got it. Back-to-back 50-point games for Bernard King. Anthony for three. Bang! That one goes down, and the game is tied. Houston ducks under. Got it! With 8 tenths left. Lynn puts it up. Bang! Jeremy Lin from downtown. Johnson cuts left. Now fires a three. It is good, and he's fouled. It counts, and he is fouled. Barrett drives that one this time, finishes with authority.
Yeah, what it do, New York? Welcome back to another episode of
Knicks Anonymous.
Episode
69.
Episode 69, ladies and gentlemen. That awkward number that makes everybody feel uncomfortable, you dirty-minded people.
I don't feel awkward at all.
So you're just a dirty-minded person.
I guess you want to go there, but that's not that kind of show.
You are not alone. Welcome back, everybody. Another great episode. We got some good stuff going on in the building, but something very more exciting than this very episode itself. We have our very own special guest.
Yep, our very first guest here on Knicks Anonymous.
And who is that guest, you may ask?
He is the one, the only, my older brother, the grasshopper himself, Eddie.
Eddie.
Yay!
Thanks, Knicks Anonymous. Thanks for the invite. I'm happy to be here. Very excited. We got a lot to talk about. And Summer League, everything. I'm rambling right now. I'm nervous. It's my first podcast, bro. I don't know what to do. I'm holding the mic crazy.
Listen, man.
Looking weird.
Excellent having you on the show, my brother. And
yeah, I can't wait. He has a lot to say.
He has a lot to say, man.
We've discussed what we're going to talk about today in the background.
Yo, don't be nervous, my guy. Knicks Anonymous is here for you and you alone. And we are also the people's voice. And we are
nothing without the people.
Booyah. You're always on point, Stevie. I like you.
Sometimes. Every now and again, I mess up.
First things
Nobody's
first.
Perfect.
Yeah, as if you was about to forget the social media stuff. Go. Hit him with it.
Actually, I was not. Follow us on Instagram at Knicks Anonymous. You can find us on platforms such as Amazon Music, Pandora, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Breaker. Or if worse comes to worse, you could always Google us.
You already know how we do, man. We're not going to do a lot of mumbling today. We're going to get down to business because it's either a good day or a bad day for you in New York, depending how you see everything. So the first thing we're going to start with is free agency.
A lot happened.
A lot happened in free agency. A lot of good things. I would say most Knicks fans would agree, right?
Three good bad things. Sorry, three good things.
Sorry. And there's also another side of the coin that kind of disagrees with it. I don't think they morally disagree. Well, before I even get there, how do you? Let's start with Eddie, man. Yo, how do you feel about this free agency?
Yeah, as far as the Brunson signing, let's start with that.
All right, so I'm going to pose an interesting question.
Okay. Our first question. Whoa.
Was there a better point guard available?
Was there a better point guard available?
We didn't get Murray.
I would say Murray would have been our best chance.
Kyrie's out there. So for us, I'd say no, if I was being honest.
I think we got best available option for the team.
Now, remember, Murray was not a free agent. He was a trade.
It was a trade. That's correct.
So he wasn't really available.
That is correct.
Now, who
were the other free agent guards? I wasn't really, because I didn't really check because I already knew which way they were gonna go. Like I already knew Jalen Brunson was gonna be
exactly like the only other guards everybody was talking about was trades. I don't even know any other free agent point guards.
Garland was a free agent, but there was no way in hell we were getting that man. Garland from the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Oh no, he's a staple. He's a cornerstone for that.
Shout out to him, man. He's a rookie. Yeah. He got the bag.
He got the bag.
5-year extension, $193 million.
Absolutely.
Congratulations, man. For real. But yeah, money. Look at that for example. The Knicks only paid 104
Yes.
for 4 years, right?
Yes.
For almost as close to Garland as you could get, you can say. I'm not gonna say he's. I mean, he could be better. He went further than him.
Well, all right. This gentleman, Mr. Brunson, was Luka Doncic's backup, and his team did not slow down when he came into the playoffs. When Luka was hurt,
Yeah.
and Brunson was playing, their team was just as good as when Luka was in.
Okay, perfect. Wait. So before we even get more into that, Stevie, what do you think about this signing?
I like it personally. Do I like the money?
Wait, don't even get to the money.
I kind of have to, because that's my only problem with the deal.
I feel like that's mostly everybody's
Yeah, exactly.
problem.
That's why I brought it up too. That was mostly everybody's complaint, and a lot of douchebags are saying he's not gonna fit basketball wise.
Yeah.
That's out there.
Yeah.
But,
I know.
I like it basketball wise. It makes sense. Like Eddie said, he showed up when he needed to postseason. Luka wasn't there. When saying he was lights out be an overstatement, personally speaking?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
He dropped 30 a bunch of times, 40 a bunch of times. He got that killer instinct, man. Like, that's what we need. We haven't had a point guard who could do that consistently. We had Rose twice. He's still on the second run. But we all know Derrick Rose will show up and show out, and then the show's over.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Show out, show up, show over. That's crazy. Yo, quote that, tattoo it, shirt it, merge it. Actually, don't merge it. We merged it first. I don't want to hear it.
I was gonna say put it on Twitter, but since you say that, now
You could put it on
no,
Twitter.
no. We'll keep that off Twitter.
Okay, we'll keep that's it. Keep it to mind. So if you know, you know. If you watch this episode, so what I think about the signing, yeah, I'm down for the signing, man.
The money, right?
The money, yeah.
Money, right?
So, but like, let me put it into perspective real quick. I was about to put it, but I want to hear your opinion first.
It's the money for me. That's the only thing. That's the only problem I had. Just to keep
But
it short. Just to keep it short and
But
sweet.
is it really a problem though? Because if you look at other point guarded contracts in the league right now, he is like right in the middle.
Yeah, he didn't get. He's ranked 43rd overall in the league, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so like it looks on paper when you look at it, it's big.
It's a mid-level contract in this day and age.
But is a mid in this day and age.
It's just 25. I mean, 20. Was it 20? It's 4 years, 104. Okay.
My problem was also the investment, like the 4 years. That's what kind of got me as well. I was kind of that kind of worried me. But I mean,
I'm cool with that. He's in his prime.
That's like PTSD though. That's just me, personally. So, Eddie, do you agree with me? Like with the contract status, like did we really overpay or?
So, let's do some math, right? Let's look at the top guy right now.
Okay.
Jokic.
Yes.
He got, I think, 267.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, this man got paid $250 million to play basketball. And then he has another contract coming after this. So he got paid less than half of the top guy. The top guy got paid $160 million more. So
wow.
If you consider that, this is like a lower mid-level contract.
Okay. With a record extension, $264 million super max.
Excuse me.
Right. Yeah, 264 max super max contract.
So now
He is a 2-time MVP.
facts.
Back to back.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's make a comparison now. According in our own camp, right?
Okay.
Julius Randle got what? 117.
No shit.
Something
I might
like
have to
that.
see.
Bless you.
God damn it.
It was
Sorry.
something along those lines. Now, me just thinking basketball wise, a point guard,
As you should be.
right? A point guard. Well, no, we talk about money, but now we're talking about going from money to
Oh, okay. So
basketball.
you switch gears. I
Yeah,
like
we're
this.
switching
Okay,
gears. We went
so
from money, now we're going to basketball.
my boy turned into a mountain bike.
So now Randall making like 15 million more than him, but Brunson, in my opinion, is gonna bring more to the table.
So he's worth what we paid for.
Absolutely.
And do you think we overpaid him? Like, do you think that is an overpayment?
No, that again, he's gonna bring more to the table based on what he's worth compared to what Randall's doing. He's gonna make everybody else around him better, as far as effective ball movement. He can go to the basket.
He can.
He's not like Elfrid Payton where you let him go to the basket. There's a 50-50 shot he's gonna miss a layup.
That's true.
this guy's not missing.
I kind of liked Elfrid Payton, not for nothing. I'm not saying he was the best, but
No, I liked him too.
he was pretty chill.
Even when he had his crazy haircut, I was always a fan.
The crazy haircut.
But Steve, we were talking about Brunson's efficiency, remember?
Oh yeah, that's what I love about him. I love his efficiency, bro. I've said it many times. He is not a guy who's going to take a bad shot. And if he does, it's rare. I'll give him maybe one every other game.
So his IQ is up there.
Very much, very much. And honestly, that's what the Knicks really needed. And
last episode, I think you said that he may need to get his assist up.
Yeah. I don't like, what was it? I think he averaged like 3 or 4.
3 or 4? You said you wanted to average, what, 6?
Yeah, give me 6, man. You gave you a huge raise, bro. Give me 6 assists. The points is cool. Points are cool. You keep the points. Points can stay. The rebounds can stay. Just give me 6 assists. And hit your threes at the same. Maybe raise your percentage 2%. Since we gave you that.
There's always
raise.
room for improvement. Always.
Yeah, always, bro. Always. You keep improving, because remember, we're getting him in his prime. The 4 years that you asked about, we didn't cross the line with that. That's his prime years. Like when his contract is up, he'll be what, 29, 30 years old? That's when he'll be most likely be at his best.
So, do you think he's the guy? Let's start with that question. Let's move
as
over
far
to
as
that.
what, like the number one, the guy?
The guy.
No, that's gonna be RJ. At least I'm hoping that's what he develops into. If
no,
not,
I mean, like, do you think that
at the point guard,
Brunson
yes, if that's what you mean. At the point guard, yes.
Do we need more?
As far as the point guard position?
As far as like, because New Yorkers like to overreact and over appreciate, I guess, like over the top, man.
Overanalyze things?
Yeah, so people would say people see Brunson as the signing as that guy that's going to take us to the finals. Is Brunson that guy?
No, he's a step in the right direction, though. I mean,
how far?
I mean, who knows, bro? You never. What if he blows up next year and goes beyond our expectations? It's possible. You never know. But we still need pieces. I don't know exactly what, because we actually have a deep team. But if you're asking me, does he up our win total? I believe so.
Eddie, how do you feel about him? How do you feel
I'm
about
gonna
this?
go full Knicks fan on this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna lose my mind on this one. We already have the pieces we need to win. That's my opinion.
So I'm asking the right question here.
Yes. So, all right. When people think about the guy, they always say, "Oh, we need the guy," and they always make like this godlike figure who's gonna add 40 points, 10 rebounds, 3 points from everywhere, never gonna miss. That's not always the piece.
If you think about today's NBA, the guy, who would you say the guy would be? Like the Damian Lillards, the Kyrie Irvings, the LeBron Jameses. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. We have our guys. The thing is, we have a lot of good basketball players who are gonna become great with time. That's my opinion. RJ Barrett is a killer.
Yeah, due to the fact that like
veins,
80% of our team is like under the age of 21.
This is what I'm saying. We just need time. But what people fail to understand is the piece is not always the greatest player. It's the piece that we need.
Like Marcus Smart.
I don't think he's there. All right, so like Chris Paul. Chris Paul is mummy. He's old, but he can still play. He's not going to give you his best every game. He might not even play every game. But he's the guy that comes in, motivates the players, keeps the team together, gets the ball moving, sets up the plays, and he gets the best players to a higher level.
That definitely describes Marcus Smart.
His
entire game.
He makes the craziest passes that upsets me.
He was in the finals.
He was.
And Defensive Player of the Year.
But not the best passer.
He's no Chris Paul, though, bro. Let's be real here.
No. He's no Chris Paul. No disrespect to Chris Paul.
But
it's funny because what you described is literally Marcus Smart.
No, not Marcus Smart. All right, I'm going to flip it on you. You know who I described on that Boston team is Al Horford.
Al Horford.
Al Horford was the peak because they didn't have him.
Pasa la Maguera.
When Al Horford came back, he brought the veteran presence. He brought the fight. He brought the energy. And he did all the things that other guys weren't doing.
That dunk on, I don't know who he dunked on.
Oh, that was Giannis.
He dunked on
wasn't
Giannis.
It? Yeah, disrespect.
Yo, he disrespected his entire existence.
Giannis needs to
Very, very badly.
Yeah.
Respect your elders, Giannis.
Yeah.
Respect your elders. He dunked on Horford and stared him down.
That was.
And then you saw Horford's face.
He said, "Basta Maguera."
He thought he was 25 again. He gave him the business.
Yeah, I know he felt that. He caught a cramp. I know he did.
God. No, but
in the locker room, he probably put so much ice on his knees.
Ice bath, halftime.
Jesus.
But back to Brunson, I believe he's going to be that guy. So the guy is not necessarily the guy that everybody wants, but it's the guy that you need.
Okay.
The guy that's going to simultaneously feed Julius Randle and RJ Barrett and keep all the young guys involved. As far as backups, Deuce McBride.
Okay.
Watch out for that kid. Deuce McBride is built like a house. He's smart. And remember, last summer league, we had like 15 assists, 12 assists a game.
That's a fact. Well, wait. Hold on. Wait.
He had a few games where he did that, but he didn't average that. But still, point made.
Whoa. Let's wait. Summer league is coming. Let's take on this free agency tip right now. So I'm liking the points. I'm liking the points. This is all good information, to be honest. All great information. And I'm also gonna agree with both of you, to be honest with you. He is that guy, and he is also not that guy. He is the piece. I feel like the compromise we could all make here is that he's definitely a piece that we've been missing for quite some time, and is an actual true point guard. You know what I mean? He definitely fits the point guard description. You could say, if you want to make the comparison, you can definitely say he's like Kemba in his prime, just better and stronger. You know what I mean? So I think we got the right guy for the point guard spot. We definitely have, like you said, Big McBride. We definitely have a depth to go for days at this point, because everybody on the team could play at this point. Another free agency signed was our boy, what's his name?
Isaiah Hartenstein
to a 2 years, $16 million deal.
Modest deal. That's a modest deal.
He came from the LA Clippers, and he is a center, most likely going to be the backup.
I like it.
What are your thoughts, Stevie?
I like it. From what I see, he's not a starting center, so he's obviously going to be Mitch's backup.
Well, definitely not for 2 years, $16 million.
No, yeah.
If he was a starter, that's a steal.
Exactly.
He could be a steal regardless.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm hearing.
I think he is a steal. I honestly do. He runs the floor well. He stretches the floor, which is what we need. Big man.
Hashtag to our private troll, Mike TV.
Mike said he's going to be a star.
He says this is our best player. I disagree.
He did say.
He almost had me for a second.
He said Taj Gibson was the GOAT.
I believe that, though.
He said.
I follow that movement for sure.
But Hartenstein is great. He's a great signing, in my opinion. He might be a steal. He's going to be a good backup. Very productive. Another smart player who doesn't take bad shots. He's a good passer. Decent. He's not as good of a defender as Mitchell Robinson, but who is, in my opinion.
I agree. I mean, Mitch is a great presence.
He's not as good as Noel neither. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna miss Nerlens Noel. But what he has in common with Noel is with him in the game, our defense won't miss a beat. And
not even like one?
Nah, not at all. I don't think so. And one thing he has over Mitch, he has more of an offensive game, and he could give us a few buckets, and he could create his own shot, something.
He is indeed something we have been stressing we needed for quite some time. We actually thought we would rather get rid of Mitch for a stretch five, but not only did we not get a stretch five, but we also kept Mitchell Robinson. But we're gonna stay on Harkinson for a second, or Harkenstein.
Harkenstein. I'm not sure.
I'm sorry. New family members, bro. New family. I get your name, bro. I got you. Okay, so if you're looking at our stats from last year, my boy shot 47% from the 3-point line.
Yeah, but he didn't shoot a lot of threes. But
I don't want him to.
That shows he can shoot a little something. I'll take it.
He's more, for that backup squad, he's more of like a what's the word?
Offensive rebound, put back guy, a hook shot every now and then.
Yeah, and also like a decoy, because he could pick, and then not only he doesn't have to roll, he could literally just pick and pop.
Yeah, mid-range.
You know what I mean? So go ahead, Eddie. What you feel about this guy?
Okay, so I just want to point out the genius of Leon Rose.
Oh man, yeah.
Okay, so
he was getting a lot of hate.
Oh, listen, I love the fact that he's stone cold. Like, especially as a New Yorker, I appreciate that he's not letting anybody penetrate his shell.
Like, let him dictate. Like, no one dictates what he does.
Nah, bro, we don't do that around here. So what
Good
he's
stuff.
doing is, if you pay attention to the league right now, the trend and how teams are being played is changing. It was small ball with a lot of shooters. We got that. But also the next trend is double centers. A lot of teams have 2 centers or a power forward who could play as a center. Now, to go
Like who? Oh, well, I'm sorry. Perfect example, that trade. Minnesota Timberwolves. So Eddie might be onto something.
Cleveland.
No
Cleveland.
one, I didn't see that one coming with the Timberwolves.
That was crazy.
That was out of pocket.
That was crazy. That was genius. But Cleveland got,
Gobert's getting memed up crazy though. Let me tell you.
bro, 2 times MVP. How many defensive players of the year? 4?
I believe so. He has a Hall of Fame number of defensive players of the years, believe it or not.
Bro, he is a legit Debo in the NBA right now. Like, nobody's telling him what to do.
Yeah.
He's getting the bag, and he's not letting you do
Because
anything.
he's already just, asserted himself at that, at that level.
Bro, his will is the greatest amongst a lot of these guys defensively. Like, if he doesn't want you to do it, he's not gonna.
You can't really teach defense. You gotta to be a great defender. You gotta love it, because it's hard. You know what I mean? You gotta really dedicate yourself. Because I was a defender when I played, and it's hard because you're always at a disadvantage when you're defending. Because when the guy with the ball always is gonna know where he's gonna go, you have to guess or at least kind of figure it out.
Position yourself to block his
Now
avenues of movement.
that doesn't sound fun at all. But
that's the most important part of the game. But
a lot of guys just play it. People love it.
That's exactly. But now Cleveland got 2 big guys, So and there's a few other teams out there that do it. So
Mobley's nice.
We have 3, and if you've been watching the training videos for Jericho Sims, I didn't know he could dribble the ball, bro.
Oh shit!
He's
Hold on.
dribbling from the top of the key, coming down into the paint.
It's a very good point. But
We
hold
see
on to
Mitch
that.
dribble. We see Mitch could do things, but he's been held back. So now that he's being paid $60 million, you can't hold him back anymore, Tibbs. You got to let that pelican fly. You got to let him go.
I agree.
Agreed.
Good points. So yeah, this is an average. Good sign up. I mean, like, back up. We got rid of center, got one back. One bet's better.
He's gonna be productive off the bench, and that's what's important.
He's definitely playable. So he's gonna be playing unlike Nerlens Noel. Shout out to you, man. We only made the playoffs because of you. I'm jacking it.
Yeah, that one year, bro. Like, he got snubbed for the all defense team.
He definitely did. 3
He
steals.
really did. No, he didn't average 3 steals.
He only like 2.6.
He was the
something like
only
that.
player in the NBA to average a block and a steal per game, if I'm not mistaken. So that's a snub to me, and I've said that many times. But let's get back to what we was talking about.
Yes. So the last signing for this was it the last signing?
I believe so. I think Mitch came last, right?
This was the last signing.
Extension?
Yes.
Yes.
This was the last
I love
signing.
it. You don't want to keep it short and sweet. I love it.
We have extended Mitchell Robinson for 4 years, $60 million. Big money, Mitch.
Bro, he deserved it. I'll keep it short and sweet. He deserved it. It would have been a big loss if we let him go for nothing, and I'll say a fireable offense as well.
Fireable.
Yes, fireable offense. You don't let your draft picks who are developing right before your eyes just walk. But luckily, we have a smart person running the show in Leon Rose. So I'll keep it short. I love it. Eddie, what do you think?
The genius of Leon Rose.
It's back.
Now, let's look at the numbers. Mitch, 4 years. Jalen Brunson, 4 years. Julius Randle, I think he has 3 years left. And now this summer,
RJ's gonna be extended for 5.
If he this is what I'm saying. So when's the last time we had like a core, like the Yankees, like a core team?
We got people we're extending on.
Well, we're depending on. Yes, both.
Yeah,
right.
extending and depending. Yep.
Like the last time we had anything was Ewing, Mason, Oakley, and Starks. Then came Marbury. That was crazy. There was a lot. Like the last time we had a little core was, if I'm right, it was Gallo, Nate Robinson, and David Lee, and then Jamal Crawford. It was in and out. But those 3 guys were our core at the time. Now we got these guys locked in. Like we haven't had that since the 90s.
So pretty much within these 4 years, we're looking to make this run.
Right.
4 to 5 years, we're looking to make this.
And
push.
the next 2 years, we're gonna find out about Quickly and Obi, who's looking like at the end of last year, like Stockton Malone. I know I'm talking crazy, but that was looking sexy to me.
I mean, not for nothing, bro.
Agreed.
Yeah, not for nothing, man.
Agreed.
I tell a lot of people to just watch the ending of last season, man. Like, don't let the whole season speak for itself. Just watch how they finished. You could definitely see the potential.
Some people downplayed it because they said they played against because teams were resting their players for the playoffs and other stuff like that.
Bro, they'll never
but
get
dude,
us credit, bro.
I honestly don't care. Like,
Bro,
they showed us something, and I don't ignore what you showed me. That's just me personally.
We literally made all the right moves. We filled the point guard position, refilled the center position,
Resigned the dude.
resigned the dude, and we were in the wrong the entire time in the eyes of the media. Think about that for a second.
They wanted to trade for KD.
Yeah, they wanted to trade for Kate. Jesus Christ, yo, they wanted us to.
This again.
They wanted us. Eddie's shaking his hand. Someone pass this guy the mic. He's
I'm going crazy right now. Can't.
Yo,
I'm done.
Wait, hold on,
Kendrick Perkins?
Wait. The New York media. I'm gonna lead you into this one, man. The New York media literally wanted, and I know Stephen A. Smith was backing this. He probably didn't say it. I know deep down he fucking believed it in his soul that they wanted the Knicks to sign KD. Go.
All right. Did you see the interview with Kendrick Perkins?
No. Which one? The one about with him and Draymond, or
Was it with Draymond or what? It was. I don't know. Remember what it was.
I don't remember who it was, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, he said something along the lines of, "We signed everybody too quick, and we should have waited to see if KD was available."
Oh, okay.
Right. So yeah. So the whole thing was who was the best signings, who was the worst signings. Of course, he is the biggest Knicks fan in the world. He can't get the Knicks name out of his mouth.
Just like half of the
Man.
just like most of the ESPN organization.
Bro, I don't even believe it. I'm just gonna say it jokingly. He probably wants to get drafted by the Knicks, even though he won a chip with the Celtics. Always wanted to be a Knicks since he was a baby. And
I mean, I don't blame him, bro. Who
you know what I mean?
wouldn't want to be in
What's
Knicks?
wrong with this guy? So they were talking about the best and the worst signings, and all of a sudden he goes, "I want to talk about the New York Knicks. They got the worst signing because they signed Jalen Brunson, who was probably the best point guard available at the time, as we just discussed.
And we didn't overpay,
Right,
as we just discussed.
right. Then the day before, now mind you, everybody made free agent signings. Every team signed like 2 or 3 players.
Yeah.
So it's like 65 players got signed.
And all the Nets did just lose players.
The Nets are a dumpster fire.
Oh.
If anybody wants to look up dumpster fire, our favorite word is the Nets.
That's a man who truly watches this show.
I love this show. I'm the first like on every video.
The fucking dumpster fire.
Dumpster fire, bro.
Stevie, wait, Stevie, go ahead. That's your favorite word, bro. Go ahead.
I hate that word, bro. But if you are gonna describe a dumpster fire, I still wouldn't say it's the Nets. I still say it's the Knicks with Fizdale.
Now, don't be modest.
This is more like, this isn't a dumpster fire.
This is no time to be
This
humble.
is more like a dumpster, and like it has gasoline in it, and it's just a dude standing there like waiting to light the match, and he's waiting for somebody to give him permission. That's how I see it.
So Kyrie got to be traded.
That wouldn't make it a dumpster fire. That would actually help them.
So what would make it a dumpster fire? If Steve Nash suited up?
You know what's crazy? Believe it or not, them trading KD would give them so many assets.
I bet.
It wouldn't be bad for the Nets.
I've actually heard rumors they might actually win the playoffs without like KD.
Imagine that. Imagine the Nets win the chip and they trade him to the Lakers and they don't make the playoffs anymore.
Listen, man.
That would be great. That would be great.
The point here, is, ladies and gentlemen, is the Knicks have made all the right moves. As bad as you like, you know what I mean? Like, the Knicks have made the right moves. You know what I mean? There's no need to panic.
Hold on, El. Before I lose the thought, I'm gonna go back to Kendrick Perkins.
Okay.
We didn't finish it.
We're not finished.
We're not finished with Kendrick. So
His beef.
all his 65 guys got signed. Then he goes, the Knicks made the worst decision in free agency because they didn't even look at KD. Now, mind you, we've been planning. Leon Rose is a chess master, bro. He's been making moves strategically from 2 years ago, collecting second-round picks, dumping salaries.
And we got more picks from the draft.
I'm trying to tell you. So then Kendrick Perkins goes, oh, well, they didn't even think about signing KD. That if we didn't do it, nobody else did. Because it was 65 other guys that signed already. Why is he singling us out? because James Dolan is the greatest owner in the NBA.
I don't know about.
They hate him. They hate him.
I don't know about all that, but that was a stupid take because honestly speaking, everybody found out KD was available at the same exact time. So basically, he was saying the Knicks had to not sign nobody and be like, yo, what if KD gonna be available?
Exactly.
We should wait.
It's ridiculous, man.
Bro, this is dead ass.
I can't stand this guy.
Not for nothing. If you tuning in right now, this is the most historical episode on the planet. This is probably the first time ever someone has ever said James Dolan is the best owner. You said it in the NBA, or you just like?
I said the NBA.
In the NBA.
I said it.
Oh my God, yo! And it was recorded. This is like the first time it's ever been recorded. The first time it's ever been said. This is historical shit right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm hyped.
Man, it's one of those episodes.
Yo, I'm hyped because the talking about it is putting it more into perspective for me. You know what I mean? Because at the time I was tight. I was extremely angry, like any Knicks fan would be. You know what I mean? We always take shit right there and then. We don't even think about it. We just boom. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Like
yes. So I'm gonna give y'all perspective. The key word for this whole episode is perspective.
Perspective.
Now,
that's actually a life lesson for y'all. Gem lesson.
Yes, but I'm gonna tell y'all, I am one of the worst, craziest Knicks fans. I don't get emotional. I am like a Cowboys fan. We gonna win every year. We gonna win every year. We were gonna win every year with Raymond Felton and J.R. Smith. I was all in. I am a diehard Knicks fan from.
We were pretty fucking close.
Up until my last breath is gonna be Knicks.
We were pretty fucking close with that team, bro.
Nah, but honestly, if you look at, I don't want to go too off topic. Just throw it out there. Y'all can talk about this amongst yourselves. James Dolan throws money at his players. He wants to bring in all the talent. If you look at it, it's gonna sound crazy. A lot of the greatest players of our time played for the Knicks. Granted, in their final days, maybe with one knee left. But they all came here. They won chips elsewhere and then played with us.
Because
and he tried.
It's all for the name.
He got us Phil Jackson. He got us Carmelo. He got us Stephon Marbury. He got a lot for us, man. It just didn't pan out. It wasn't our time. But it's coming.
Yeah, he has a point.
There is points there. There's definitely points there. But yo, be happy, Knicks fans.
Yeah, you can't. Honestly speaking, he has a point. I don't agree with the whole best owner ever. Or whatever he said, but
he's moving in the right direction.
But you can't say he doesn't try to make the team better. Like
at least, especially in the last like two plus years,
and he does what the fans say, dude. He actually listens to the fans. We brought Phil Jackson on board because that's what the fans wanted.
The best thing James Dolan could have done was just pay the right guys to do the job and let them do it.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't remember the last time I heard James Dolan's voice in any news mouth.
Actually, there's a viral video going around of him going to his car,
and that's it.
And everybody was asking him if he was going to sign Carmelo
again.
And then the Melo rumors are back.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you don't want Melo back, bro? Look, bro. All I'm saying is,
I'm trying to talk, but I know I'm not supposed to talk out of the microphone. But you guys are crazy.
Oh my god, bro! All I'm saying is
that was the most authentic shit you were ever getting. Like,
bro, all I'm saying is we do need a backup wing.
I'm not going.
That's
there, bro.
all I'm saying.
I'm not going for nostalgia. I'm going for W's.
Bro, Melo off the bench would not be bad. He's not the same. He's not the old immature Melo we had back in the day.
Sentimental stuff just doesn't work for the Knicks, bro. I'm telling you.
No, it's not. It's not about sentimental. It's about ball, bro. You don't think? And not for nothing. Remember, at one point we were rumored to trade him to the Bulls. Guess who he wanted to play with? Had he been traded to the Bulls? Tom Thibodeau and Derrick Rose.
True.
And who's on our team? Tom Thibodeau and Derrick Rose.
What did he do in LA?
I mean, we can blame a lot of people for that one. You can't blame Melo.
But he's not making his shots like he used to.
Well, that's why he's coming off the bench.
It's his legs, but he don't got the legs under him.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why he's coming off the bench. You don't think of Melo, a bench Melo getting I wouldn't give Melo more than 20 minutes.
Bro, I'm not
speaking.
I'm not taking away from Cam Reddish or Quickly's minutes for Melo. Not at this time.
It's not a guarantee Cam Reddish is going to be here.
Right, but not a guarantee Melo's going to play either. He's like Robert Parrish in his 50th year right now. I can't give it to him.
Yeah, bro. We would be doing the same thing we've always been doing. Hiring We probably wouldn't overpay him this time, but we're
not
just,
at all.
We're pretty
that's
much
why,
getting.
That's why I think it would be a good move. I'm not saying we have to do it. It's the no end all be all of.
But if it happened, you wouldn't.
And Melo's gonna bring us over the stratosphere. But I wouldn't be mad if we signed him.
Yeah, nah. I would. Those are one of those moments I'd wake up like WTF. I'm not gonna lie. I can't agree. That's just me though. That's just my opinion.
That's fine.
But okay. So free agency. Clap it up for free agency, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. The Knicks have made all the right decisions, in my opinion. I consider this 2020, was it 2023, 2022? Or 2022, 2023?
Yeah, coming up.
Free agency, I commend a W. Do you agree?
Agreed.
Agreed. Okay. Next up on this list, Stevie, what is it?
Summer League's coming up. Summertime. Summertime.
It's getting pretty hot. It's a hot summer. It's a very, very hot summer. It's getting steamy. I don't know where you guys from. I don't know, maybe it's cooler where you're from right now, because we do have people like around the world, so they're probably mad as hell right now. Like, what did you say? Like, you know what I mean? Like, but it is what it is, man. Yo, Summer League. We have drafted, like we said in the I smacked my leg dumb hard there. We have drafted. Was it Jordan Keel? Is his name Jordan?
Nah.
What's his name?
I totally forgot. Hold on, I will get it up. But
I'm gonna call him Keel. I know his last name is Keel.
While we look for that, just want to read out the schedule. We're playing Golden State, the Bulls, Portland Trailblazers, and Orlando Magic. Golden State, we play Friday, July 8th. Chicago, July 10th. Sunday, Monday, Portland, and Thursday, July 14th, Orlando. Oh wow! So we get a good look at Shaedon Sharpe and the number 1 pick. How you say his name? Pablo Montero. That guy. Pablo. Shout out to Pablo.
Yeah, so we got Keel, defensive monster. He's actually like literally Brunson built. They're kind of the same build. Small but Aki. But he's actually not small.
Trevor Keels.
Trevor Keels. What is he? 6'4"?
Hold on, let me get him up. I apologize.
Because Brunson's
I
what, 6
apologize.
feet?
I'm not on it right now at this moment.
Brunson's 6 feet, I'd say, right? Just about.
Brunson is 6'1". That 6'1". I know.
I think Keel's 6'4". So now we got size, because 6'4" is actually a true guard. Like, that's the average height.
Hey, he can run the 2.
And then not only that, we can stack on the weight. We got a lot of big guys on our team. RJ, he's a fucking tank.
I don't like his form though.
Who?
Trevor Keels.
He
shoots at the rim. Like it goes in from time to time, so I'll give him that. Like, it goes in for him, but it's concerning. Like, as far as the shot goes.
He's super aggressive, and that means everything on the court.
And he's not that good of a defender. You know what he is,
bro. That's what he's known
for. But he's one of those guys that he's not a good defender, but people think he's a good defender because the effort is there, which is great. Which means he could develop into one. So I'm all for him, and I'm curious to see him in the summer league. Not for nothing. I want to see that. I want to see Deuce go crazy. Another thing I want to see, the main thing I want to see in the summer league, this is my number one thing, is Quentin Grimes. Because remember my hot take, I said he would be the starting shooting guard on day one of the league, when the Knicks play the first game of the season.
You want to put money on it?
How much do you want to put?
I'll put $1.
Dollar bet. Heard it here first, Knicks fans. Dollar bet. Episode 69. Quentin Grimes will be the starting shooting guard.
We'll shake on it.
Bet. Eddie, what do you want to see in the summer league? Just out of curiosity.
So, I'm looking at the trio of McBride, Montero, and Grimes. They can all score. Of course, we know Deuce and Grimes can play hella defense. And Montero
and
is
now
looking...
Keel.
Well, Keel, yes, but I don't know too much about him. And that guy Montero, the Dominican we signed from the Exhibit 10 League, I was watching highlights of him the other day. My little 2-year-old baby was stunned. She was looking at the TV like, wow. Barely knowing what's happening. We were both sitting there watching this guy going to the whole like Allen Iverson, bro. Skinny but explosive. He could jump, very creative, but he could also pass. So between these three guys, a lot of passing, a lot of shooting, and a lot of highlights.
That's dope. Now, yeah, so
I can't wait.
Yeah, me neither. So, my take on it, I really like the signing we got. Keel. I don't know if he's a steal like everybody else says, but the thing with Keel is the game plan with him is we got him early. He's 18 years old. So
Yeah,
he's,
as I said, he could develop.
his defense is good enough to where Thibodeau is like, okay, if we get him now, by the time, because people are saying if he would have stood until his junior year or sophomore year, he would have went top 10 in that draft class.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So since we got him now, we could develop him earlier.
Throw that
you know
boy
what I
in
mean?
the G League.
You know what I mean? So he's one of those guys where like he might actually crack the roster, not for nothing. Don't be surprised. I don't know where he might fit.
I
but
think he has a shot.
I
He
think
does.
Bro,
He has a shot.
he's a Thibodeau guy, man. He has the size.
As
He has the weight. He's long arm. He's long. He's linky.
As I said, he needs development as
The
far as
average is
defense
almost-
goes, but the motor's there, and that's a Tibbs thing. Tibbs likes
I
that.
think he averages a steal and almost 2 steals.
So I'm gonna throw something else out there that I heard earlier. I was watching an MSG interview with John Wallace. I like when that guy talks. He brings a lot of good information to the table. I didn't know Rick Brunson coached with Tibbs before in Chicago and Minnesota, and he does player development.
Interesting.
Right. So he's coming in this year, and now we also got R.J. Barrett, who's another Dookie.
And that's thanks to who though? James Dolan.
Trying to tell you, the genius of Leon. I'm blaming all on Leon Rose because Dolan right now is not making any decisions. So all Leon Rose right now,
That's also
chess
true.
master, chess. But we got more player development help in here
Because
but,
we know Tibbs lacks that. That's, the Knicks are learning. This is good things to see. You know what I mean?
Yes.
They're learning from their mistakes. This is the best thing we could see right now. Please continue.
Now, if we recall, after Chicago, Tibbs took a little bit of a break, right? And he was going around the league learning. And then he came back to Minnesota. And then, or was it after Minnesota?
Because I think he took Minnesota to the playoffs.
Right, but I think he took a break after Chicago. Or was it to take a break after Minnesota?
I'm not sure.
I think he took a break both times, if I'm not mistaken. It wasn't a long one. I know that.
At least not after Minnesota, it wasn't. Because we signed him like literally the following year he left.
Right, so it was after Chicago where he took like maybe a couple years, maybe 3 years hiatus to literally go around and learn from other coaches the new way of playing ball. Like that's why I appreciate that, man. He took the time to stop doing his profession and kind of upgrade his skills, and he is the upgrade. So the fact that he's doing that and he's bringing his staff with him, I think Brunson, the father Brunson, is going to also be a great addition to the coaching staff because we lost Kenny Payne, right?
To the head assistant coach position, I believe.
Yeah.
Or
So-
head coach position.
But he was player development, so we got another player developer in here. And then I think Keels being from Duke, RJ.
A lot of Duke blood right now.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of Kentucky, but we got 2 Duke guys now. And I think RJ's going to push him to become what we need him to be. Because RJ's getting better. I'm going to go according to the NBA calendar year, like every 6 months. Like every All-Star break, he's another person.
Do you see All-Star this year?
I would like to.
I think he gets snubbed.
I agree. I
think-
said that. I said
think-
that before.
I think he does All-Star performance, but it gets snubbed. I don't think he's going to make it. But not because he's not good enough.
My prediction is he makes it the year after, and he gets motivated by the snub.
Again,
On some
'cause
Kobe
he got
shit.
snubbed last year for something, I think.
What did he get snubbed for? I forgot. He did.
He got snubbed for something. Was it Rookie of the Year?
It was the 25 under 25.
Yes.
Yeah,
and Zion was on
yes,
that
we
list.
talked about it. We talked about it.
And he didn't even play.
But just to correct from earlier, Tibbs took a 1-year break after leaving Chicago. Well, headed to Minnesota. Yes, took a 1-year break. And a 2-year break before coming to New York. Just to throw it out there.
Also, he took the longer one coming to us. Okay. Cool. But yeah, man. So
He thought it through.
So Tibbs he's evolving, man. He's learning just like the players have their kinks. The coaches are the same way, man. He's having his kinks. The fact that he's open-minded enough to learn. You know what I mean? And if you listen to all the guys talk about Tibbs, they love Tibbs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I haven't heard any complaints.
This is actually the best case scenario for Tibbs because people say he likes to run players in the guy
Into the ground.
Yeah, I just fucking got tongue tied there for a second. He runs players in the ground. So what they did, they gave him kids. Kids are pretty much rubber. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I never looked at it that way.
You know what I mean? He was running. He was running all these older guys into the dirt because they were already, they had their years, they had their experiences. his coaching style wasn't meant for them because they already had their ends. You know what I mean? They already knew what their. He's kind of a guy that like he could build through younger players more. I think. I don't think people see it that way, and I kind of look at it that way. I don't know if that may be the case, but I would like for him to go in that direction. You know what I mean?
I always say when people say he can't develop players, look at Jimmy Butler. Remember, dude, Jimmy Butler didn't come in an NBA superstar. And who does Jimmy Butler credit for helping his game the most? Tom Thibodeau.
Yeah. Yeah, but he also had, like the Bulls team.
Yeah.
They were all young players.
Luol Deng, Derrick Rose,
Joakim Noah.
Yeah.
The Bulls, like his best team, they were all young players.
I think the oldest player on that team was Kurt Heinrich, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Like, he didn't develop him, is my point.
Oh, yeah. No, there was no say in that. He just did what he did.
So was his oldest team Minnesota?
That was a pretty young team. It wasn't that old.
Would you say it's his oldest? What did you assume so? Because he only coached for 2 teams, or well, 3 now, but 2 before, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I would say the Bulls might have been older. It's possible because remember he did have Towns, and Towns is a young cat.
Right, we're talking just head coach because he coached a lot of assistants with
the Knicks.
Assistants with the Knicks and the Celtics.
Yeah,
I didn't know that until a while ago.
He's actually the reason why the Celtics won the chip. His defense.
Yeah, and I didn't know that until recently.
I actually heard he's one of the few people that came up with a plan to actually stop Kobe. Like
I believe
he came up with a plan. Like they didn't know what to do, so they went to him for it. Like, yo, how do we stop this guy? And I mean, we didn't stop him. We slowed him down, maybe.
Right.
But who are we talking about? You know what I mean? The fact that you're able to slow him down, though. You know what I mean? And the fact that they went to him for it. You know what I mean? Like, yo, how do we stop? Like, they went to him because that was his best shot. You know?
And if I'm right, he started coaching. Did he start coaching with us as an assistant?
I believe so. I believe he started with the Knicks.
So this right now?
Actually, no.
Who he started with?
Oh, wow. Shocking. Minnesota. He was an assistant.
Wow.
He was an assistant. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know that.
Full circle.
He was an assistant with Minnesota for 2 years, with the Spurs for another 2 years, with Philly for 2 years, and then with the Knicks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. With the Van Gundy and the not so good years in the 2000s. Where we had a few coaches. I would have to look at who the coach was.
Bro, we had some of the greatest coaches of all time. Larry Brown. What was the guy that coached the Hawks?
Lenny Wilkins.
Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, we fired Lenny Wilkins too fast. He had a good half year where we made the playoffs, and then after not making the playoffs the next year, they fired him. Pretty much, they gave Mike Woodson the Lenny Wilkins treatment.
And Don Nelson too, right?
Yeah, but Don Nelson lasted half a year and tried to make Anthony Mason the point forward, and that didn't work.
That was only half a year?
Yeah, and that's when Van Gundy took over. And the rest was history.
Who was the guy Marbury was fighting with? I don't remember.
Larry Brown?
Oh, yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, I blame Larry Brown for that. But, LJ, you didn't tell us. What do you want to see in the Summer League?
I actually did, but...
Oh, you did? My bad.
I'll say it again.
I don't remember because we kind of got sidetracked talking about Thibodeau.
I'll say it again. So, my look
my
right
bad,
now.
y'all.
Now you good. My look right now is Trevor Kew. I like Trevor Kew.
You did say that. My bad.
Yeah. Trevor Kew is my
Throw this in the
my
blooper
Doris
reel.
hook. No, it's good. is the dark horse right now. He's probably not gonna do much, but for somebody to come out at 18 years old, you gotta have something. You know what I mean? No, you won't just get drafted at 18. So, something to look forward to. You know what I mean? I already know what everybody else brings.
I want to see us go 4-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see us go 4-0.
Let's win it.
I think there's more games. But they only showed like
let's just go undefeated.
4 games.
Let's go fuck it. Let's just win undefeated.
Yeah, let's win it all.
Let's make a statement.
Yeah.
But I'll give it
starting in the Summer League. I'll give
it year 2 though to make it the statement year.
Back to back. What if we went back to back championships? Summer League.
Oh, Summer League. I was about to.
He's about to lose it.
Stop breathing.
I don't want to lose my mind. Shit, bro. I was like, yo.
Back to back Summer League champions. I'm calling it. But
So okay, yeah. with the signings, with the trade, where do you see us finishing in standings? Where do you see us finish in standings?
Bro, I would say this, bro. It is going to be tough, bro. Because we have to climb a lot of teams. Looking at it now, I got the standings up from last year. Because remember, we got the BS playing tournament. I hate that idea, but it's there, so we have to deal with it.
Bro, the Warriors won from that shit.
No, they didn't.
They were in the play-in, right?
No, they were the number one seed, I think.
They were the number one seed?
Yeah, they were just that. It was quietly good. But I'll tell you right now, as a matter of fact. Actually, they were number 3 seed. But anyway, we were 11th last year at 37-45. We'll start with number 1. The Heat, the Celtics, the Bucks, the Sixers, the Raptors, the Bulls, the Nets, the Hawks, the Cavs, the Hornets. Okay, I'll throw it out there. Depending on what happens with Miles Bridges, it's possible we could climb over the Hornets. Let's start with that.
His contract has already been revoked.
Oh no, he was gonna be a free agent either way. He messed up. He was about to get the bag and he messed up. Okay, so all right,
he got in his field and made a bad decision, bro.
Yes, so right there we climbed to 10. We definitely climbed the Nets if they lose KD.
I was just gonna say you gotta see where these guys, if they go and where they go, that could change the landscape on the East Coast or the West Coast.
You talking about KD?
KD and Kyrie, yes.
Copy. Okay. All right, but for now, all right, we would climb the Nets if they lose KD. So we'd go from 11 to 9. No, to 11, 10, and 9. We're not climbing the Cavs next year. I don't see it. Maybe the Hawks. Because I can see us beating the Hawks for some reason. It's going to be hard with DeJounte Murray, but I think we could counter the Hawks with an offensive backcourt.
Yes. Now, also, they got rid of one of their main shooters. Was it Horter? They got rid of that guy.
Yeah.
That's a big.
I forgot where he went, but yes, they did get rid of him.
Yeah, they got rid of him. I don't know where he went, though.
And Hartenstein could help us compete with the Cavs. Remember the 2 center deal? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of things happening right now. We don't know how it's going to play out, but the possibilities are all there.
That's dope. Did you mention the Cavaliers?
Yeah, I don't see us climbing, though.
I don't see it either.
I think they're, at this point, their younger players are more developed than ours, and Garland is just a beast, bro. Like that guy is good.
So yeah, looking at this list, I say we finish.
From what I see
I see us in the play-in.
I say 9. Yeah, I can see us going to 9 from 11 to 9.
Pushing 8, pushing towards 8.
Yeah, because I don't think the Hawks are that. I like Murray. Don't get it twisted. That was a great addition, by the way. But I think we could compete with the Hawks.
But
I honestly do.
Here's what I like about this.
Not being a Knicks fan, I really do think we could compete with them.
Here's what I'm liking about this. But not only do we have regular season players now, we're actually going into the playoffs with people with playoff experience now.
Yeah.
And especially a point guard at that.
But a killer. Like, this dude killed. He was a sniper.
Because our first year, the first time we made the playoffs with the rookies and Quickly and Toppin, they were kids. You know what I mean? They were just playing. That's why they were doing so good. They just, they were just off leash doing whatever.
But also,
no guidance.
They were relying on Julius Randle. They were like deer in
That too,
headlights.
yeah.
Nobody's relying on anybody now. Like, everybody came to their own. And then this was the year where Barrett said, you know what? Give me those keys, bro. I got this. Took charge. Remember, we were tanking, and then when he made that switch is when we started winning more games. Again, after the All-Star break, RJ Barrett came out of his cocoon another human being.
He needed some time,
unreal.
man.
Yeah, it's unreal. He just decided. I think I read something. He told his trainer, you know what? I'm just gonna take over now, and he just did it.
My man he was like, you know what? It's time.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna do this now. I need to get this contract.
Yeah, extension years be big, man.
If I was a gambling man, in all honesty, I would say my over-under for the Knicks next season would be 9th seed. And
that's a pretty good
I'll
bet.
say, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to do some Knicks fan shit. 8th seed. Even though it's still the play-in, so it really doesn't make a difference. But yeah.
Is it?
It's the 7th, 8th, the 9th, and 10th seed to play in. I still think that's some participation trophy shit. That's just my opinion. Whatever. We got it.
That's funny. That's like the old school mentality, though.
I mean, bro, like it was
Because nowadays it's like everybody's a winner.
Yeah, bro.
Back
like,
then it's like if
you didn't make the 8th seed, you just didn't make it.
You
That's
suck.
it.
You know what Stevie say? You suck.
Nah.
You didn't make it.
Yeah, you didn't make it.
But all right, I kind of agree, but also what we have today is a better league overall. Like at one point in time, you could have like a whole division on the East and a whole division on the West of crappy teams. You don't have that anymore.
Everybody's competing.
Everybody's competing, bro. And if you look at those division teams, sometimes it's a half a game between 7 and 11, or they will all have the same record. So I think it's kind of fits today's NBA, where before, if you were AFC, you were locked in, you could still get bumped. Like, you know what I'm saying? You might not even get in. So today's different, and I think it works personally.
I guess my thing is like, I still say if you didn't make it, you didn't make it. Now, like you said, with the whole, if it's a tie, then that's different. You have no choice. You know what I mean? Like, if it's a 4-way tie, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th seed, yeah, dude.
That's probably what's gonna happen.
You have to have a playoff.
Again.
You know what I mean? Like,
That might happen
that's the
again.
only way. But that, like I said, it's there. I just got to deal with it and get off my bitter shit.
So, are we in good hands?
I would say so. We're headed in the good direction.
Absolutely.
Okay, so at this point, man, we could just wait for Summer League and wait for the actual season to start, to be honest.
Yeah, but a bad thing happened too. We got some bad news today.
Some tampering.
That's some bullshit, though. Everybody tampers in the NBA.
Do you think they went a little too hard for Brunson, though? Because they pulled up to his games like a high school scout. Like, I don't know. I think they went too hard. You could have just watched this. You know, we have film.
Well, yeah, but I wouldn't call it tampering, dude. Like,
you know what it is? I think
don't get it.
I think Mark Cuban is just absolutely tight because they didn't even get a chance to like sit down and talk like business.
He probably still mad about losing DeAndre Jordan. Because there was, I don't know if you remember, but a few years back when DeAndre Jordan was still in his, I'll say in his prime, while it was still good DeAndre Jordan, he had supposedly signed with the Mavericks, or at least gave them a verbal commitment and said, I'm going to sign with y'all. And Mark Cuban or somebody went to his house and he ended up re-signing with the Clippers, basically. So basically he lied to Mark Cuban. Maybe he has PTSD from that. And look that up. That did happen.
Yeah, I remember that.
A few years back.
I remember that.
I might have the details wrong, but to get the story, long story short, he was supposed to sign with the Mavericks. He signed with the Clippers, and Cuban was tight.
Man, I remember because it was Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, and somebody else went to DeAndre Jordan's house.
That's what happened. Okay. That's
and they
what happened.
convinced him, like, nah, I did that. Let's go on another run. And he did it. I commend him for that. Like, sometimes the money ain't everything. You gotta go with your family, try to make it work.
Yeah, Mark Cuban got PTSD from that, so I think that might be what's going on. Enough for LJ. Go ahead.
I'm just agreeing with you, man. Like I think we just swooped under his feet. Do I think it's tampering though? I mean, it's pretty obvious they were talking to him behind closed doors.
I mean, it's not because, all right, let's look at the whole year. Let's look at day one of Leon Rose. He doesn't say anything to anybody. All this stuff was media speculation.
That's true.
You don't get a report from the Knicks until after the move is done. All right? Now, I'm sorry.
So I'm gonna need proof. This is what I'm hearing.
saying.
I'm gonna need proof. Show the proof.
I want Mark Cuban tampering. They came to the basketball game. Okay. And?
Yeah, watching the game.
I'm watching the game.
No, not for nothing. Julius Randle is from Dallas. Just throwing that out there.
That's true. And then again, you never really know anybody's true intentions without proof. You know what I mean? So you can't. I haven't seen proof. I haven't seen any statements. I haven't seen any pictures. I haven't seen any videos. I don't see no proof. NBA. I'm not agreeing with this.
So our great American media, all they could say was, "Well, World Wide West went to the game." Like, so did 10,000 other people. Like, why does that even matter? There's no Show me the text message. Show me Show me anything.
Oh, and
An
best
email,
believe we're getting
something.
mean for that. Best believe we've been getting mean for that all fucking morning. The day it happened. I've been reading some very interesting comments. It's just at this point, it's just fun to make fun of the Knicks. At this point, you know what I mean? It's like we're the punching bag, but it's fine, man. We can take the hits, and then when we hit back, it's not gonna fucking feel good at all.
Facts. At this
It's not
point,
gonna
I'm just
feel
waiting
good.
to see what the penalty might be. Should we
think they gotta-
get bagged for this? You
I
know,
think they gotta pay $10 million, I think.
nah. Well,
something
all
like
right.
that.
You know what? I guess this gives me a chance to do it this week in Knicks history.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because something like this happened, kind of, and the Knicks were involved. And I'm gonna bring back a memory for you, Eddie. Remember back in the '90s when Pat Riley first left? I mean, I say first left when he left the Knicks.
No.
When he resigned. Okay, I'll refresh your memory. Pat Riley resigned from the Knicks. Went to the Miami Heat. After he went to the Miami Heat, it came out that the Heat tampered with Pat Riley to get him over there. So the penalty for that was they had to forfeit 3 draft picks to the New York Knicks, which turned out to be John Wallace, Walter McCarty, and Dante Jones. I know.
And
but
we did nothing with it.
yeah, but I mean,
No
John Wallace
disrespect.
is a good analyst, though.
Yes.
I'll give him that.
No disrespect, gentlemen. No disrespect.
Yeah, John Wallace should have been better, man. You killed in Syracuse. But anyway, yeah, that happened. They had to forfeit the picks. So, being that we tampered with him, why did I say him? Being that we tampered, supposedly, quote unquote, tampered with Jalen Brunson, I would guess we may have to forfeit picks. And this might hurt. It might hurt, depending on how many picks.
Well,
I know we have 11 first, 11 second, but we're not going to use all those picks on young players. So it may hurt us should we make a future potential deal. But again, I want to see the Carfax. You know what I mean? I want to see the proof. I want to see something.
That's good. That's good. So I stay again. I was in preparing for my first podcast appearance. Thank you again, gentlemen. I really appreciate it. I saw something about the tampering, and someone got bagged for tampering. I think like 2 years ago. I don't remember who it was, but their penalty was a second round pick.
Oh, no, that's nothing. If that's the case.
Go ahead.
There you go.
Go ahead. But I think it's a bigger deal for Pat Riley because he became the coach president.
Yeah, they gave him full power. Okay, that does
You know
make
what I'm
sense.
saying? Like, that's bigger
okay.
influence. We got Jalen Brunson. I mean, he's a great point guard. Oh, really good. He should be great with the Knicks, but he's not gonna have the influence a Pat Riley would have on an organization.
True.
So I don't think it's gonna be that deep for us.
But
if they got proof.
But he will get the job done. So that's all that matters right now is if he gets the job done.
I'll forfeit that second round pick.
It's fine, man. Mark
You have
Cuban.
10 more.
You fucking sore loser. Luka's next. I imagine. Luka to the Knicks.
Bro, that'll give Mike a heart attack. He would have to become a Knicks fan. He has no choice.
He would never
Technically he is a Knicks fan because half the Mavericks
have the
are
Knicks.
Knicks.
I agree. He's actually a LeBron fan. It's like the worst of the worst. He's not even like he likes the Mavericks, but he's a LeBron fan. That doesn't make any that sentence doesn't make any sense at all.
Whatever. It's Mike.
Pick something, bro. Do something with your life.
Um.
Cry about it.
So yeah, I guess we all agree that the tampering charges at
BS.
the moment are BS.
I need proof,
Let's
man.
see what comes of it.
I need proof. You can't just allegate, man.
Let's see what comes of it.
What kind of world is that where you just get crucified for something and you don't even know if we did or not? I ain't see no proof. Everyone is just accepting it too. That's the craziest part. Like, what do you mean?
So, again, in preparation for today's monumentous occasion, I read about the NBA tampering, and it's literally so Magic Johnson got tagged for tampering when he said on Jimmy Kimmel, "Yeah, I shook Paul George's hand and winked." He got bagged $50,000 for tampering.
He didn't even go to the Lakers though.
No, but he was trying. Tampering is not necessarily because I signed you. It's I'm trying to influence your decision.
So it could be because of the basketball game. That could be what it is.
Bro, it's a playoff game. I mean, again, if they didn't go to him and say something directly to him, if they were just sitting there watching him, I guess it shows an interest. But I don't know. I mean, there had to have been other guys there. They weren't the only
Bro,
executives
yeah,
there.
they weren't he wasn't the only player in the audience. Come on, man. You know, ex-Maverick players, ex-Jazz players, their college teammates. Come on,
No,
man.
William
that
West.
happens.
Wait, the key words though.
Worldwide West, they said him.
The key words is X, no longer playable.
Right, but tampering.
Julius Randle wasn't in the playoffs, man. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, now you good. But the tampering usually comes out when another owner complains. So, you know, what's his name? Mark Cuban, super rich, super entitled.
We swiped Brunson. Because they were going to pay more. They're going to absolutely pay more. They were going to max him probably.
I don't know if they were.
Yeah. They wanted to sit down. They wanted to do a deal.
But I don't think they could afford to give him extra money.
But
he might want to pay for it.
They were going to.
They were going to, but you know, he was
For
still the one advantage we have, and then
we're the New York Knicks. That's why.
Right, he's a legacy. This is a legacy team, bro. His father played here,
And we got his pops.
and I think Leon Rose was his first agent.
And his dad's a coach here,
Right?
so why wouldn't he want to come?
Well, I don't think that has anything to do with it. Remember, that's why I brought up earlier. He coached with Tibbs before, so I don't think one decision had to do with the other. But he's a starter here. He's not a starter over there. He's playing behind Luka. So no matter what you do, you're gonna get overshadowed.
He wants a spot.
He could come here and make a real name for himself, which I think he has the possibility to do. To make a big name in big lights.
I agree. I believe he has that attitude. He has the knit, the grit.
Fearless guy. At least that's from what I've seen.
He likes the challenge. He steps up to the plate. Doesn't back down.
He's been in big moments since college. He's a back-to-back champion in Villanova.
And like you said, we got him at his peak, so he's only going up from last year.
Yeah, bro, we got him.
At least I hope
We
so.
got him at the right time.
Again, all allegations until we actually see what we see.
I mean, well,
I got to keep it a buck. I got to
if
keep
the
it a buck.
allegations are true, we still got him regardless.
Gotta keep-
It's not that they're gonna give him back. Like, all right, yo, y'all tampered. He's going back to the Mavericks. That's not happening. Give him the cash and the picks.
We got bread to
Hopefully, it's
spare.
not a first round pick. If it's true, remember, speculation.
I need proof. But yo, that concludes episode 69. You got like Beavis and Butt.
Yeah, I love that. I still haven't seen the new one. I can't wait to see it.
There's a movie.
Yeah,
Are you talking about the movie?
yeah, it's a new movie.
We out? I'm down.
Nah, dude, it's on TV.
I was on TV.
Yeah.
Hey.
You get on Fire Stick.
Okay, yo. Hey, yo, big shout out to our special guest, Eddie, man.
Yeah, man, great having you, bro.
Yo, this was fun. This was my first podcast. It was a great time. And we always talk Knicks, but we got one on the record now, fellas.
Yeah.
We immortalized it. This is what we do. This is what we do every day. We are Knicks Nation.
Yes.
We are Knicks Anonymous.
We are the people's
Oh,
voice.
hey,
Wait, let him say it. Let him say it.
For the record, he'll be back. Just to throw that out there.
Let him say it. Let him say the slogan. We are the people's voice.
And we are nothing.
Without the people.
Yeah. You already know how we do out here, man. Okay, so the Knicks Anonymous at the end of every episode, you already know what we do. We dab it up. So we're going to dab it up this way. We dab it up that way. I dab it up this way. And we dab it up all over the place. Yo, shout out to the Knicks Anonymous family. We love you guys. Thank you for staying strong.
We're definitely going to talk about Summer League next weekend.
Definitely going to talk about Summer League next weekend. Follow us on IG like we always say. We love you guys. Let's go Knicks.
Yeah.